Abonnez-vous, laissez des commentaires. C'est parti, let's go. C'est
You can feel the electricity running through this arena. This is going to be some battle, one-on-one, mano-a-mano.
Man, my body hurts just thinking about the punishment one of these competitors is about to go through.
Non. Oh. Là, c'est pas un match. Il faut y aller. C'est un match, il faut vraiment y aller là. Ça peut durer. Et il vaut mieux pas que ça dure.
Drop down. You gotta believe this one's over.
God. Oh là là. Arrête, Morgan, arrête-toi. Tiens, j'arrive pas. Oh! Oh purée, là, c'est des trucs là que... Qu'est-ce que tu fais?
I don't believe it. And that table can shorten careers, Michael. I don't believe it. And that table can shorten careers, Michael. I don't believe it. And that table can shorten careers, Michael. I don't believe it. And that table can shorten careers, Michael.
Mais c'est qu'autre chose, hein. Je vois.
What a hurt,
Vous savez que sur un putain de compte, un putain de compte, hein. C'est-à-dire que ça peut être n'importe qui, hein. Là, c'est mort. Oh, là, voilà. Oh, voilà.
This one, folks, is over. I can't believe what we just saw. Tables matches are fan favorites for a reason, folks.
Soulevé, terre. Même pas besoin de se fatiguer le plus.
This is the confrontation we've all been waiting for.
Bien sûr, c'est facile. Bien, t'as vu? Bien, touche-toi. Voilà, tac.
And the DDT. Bree can't be stopped right now.
Tac.
Up the turnbuckle goes Brie Bella.
Et là, elle va nous faire cette danse là.
What a stomp. Good grief. Here comes Brie. Oh, those kicks look familiar. Yeah, don't they? The yes kicks from Brie Bella. Just striking at will. Can't waste any time here. Brie Bella. Bella Buster. That has got to be it.
Let me tell you, the human body was not meant to be slammed like that.
Première qualifiée.
And Brie does a bit of trash talking.
Ne frotte pas trop les mains, Brie Bella. T'avais dit Morgan en face de toi, mais les prochaines à arriver, ils vont t'envoyer au tapis, je pense. Ember Moon, sans hésiter. Pourquoi? Parce que Ember Moon, elle est forte. Et je pense qu'elle mérite d'avoir une autre chance face à Bailey, justement. En pay-per-view d'avion. Elle avait une chance, elle a perdu, je crois.
Singles action is underway, and in this one, I wouldn't attempt to predict what's going to happen. I'd just be ready for anything. Sometimes that's all you can do.
Being driven through a table, not my idea of a good time, but sure is going to be fun to watch.
Oh my God! What? Moon did it!
Ça rigole pas là.
How about another look at some of the highlights?
Here is your
quelque chose, hein. Ça.
Ooh, what impact!
Ça fait des matchs éclairs. Putain.
The steps connect. That hurt me just watching. The steps connect. That hurt me just watching. Oh, clobbered by the steps. That'll make you reassess some things. And the DDT!
She's got something in mind. Ember Moon is stunner. This could be it for her.
Good match. Deux meufs qui sont arrivées, qui ont fait allez, dégage, dégage. Ah, là ça va être oh putain. Est-ce que ça va être un match éclair? Parce que Becky Lynch est la championne actuelle. On le rappelle, là c'était Charlotte Flair à l'époque. Et là c'est Becky Lynch. Normalement Becky Lynch elle devrait récupérer son titre. Si elle ne se fait pas éliminer par une fois. Je précise, ce match est un jeu capital. C'est de la merde.
You can feel the electricity running through this arena. This is going to be some battle. One-on-one, mano-a-mano.
I can't help but get the feeling that this is going to be one of those matches people will be talking about for a long time to come.
Oh man, a little extra luster behind that kick.
What a stomp! Good grief!
Looks like she wants to beat her inside the ring. Harsh impact.
Hey, Kikos.
Drop kick. Beautiful. Becky Lynch may be slowing some here. This is not how she drew this one up.
I don't think this is what she expected when she signed up for this tables match. Man. It seemed to me like she thought she was going to win this thing rather handily. I guess not.
I don't know about you guys, but I did not expect to see her in so much trouble here tonight.
Oh putain, attention.
She's not careful, things can get out of control in a hurry.
I think they're about to.
It's safe to say that Becky Lynch has made the most of her time in WWE. The Irish Lass Kicker has had WrestleMania moments and was the captain of the women's team at the 2017 Survivor Series. Using the elbow as a weapon.
Michael, you alluded to Becky Lynch's impressive body of work in WWE. Let's remember, Becky was the first woman drafted to SmackDown Live and the first SmackDown Live Women's Champion.
Yeah, and Becky Lynch also kicked off that Rumble match in style opposite Sasha Banks. It's just a shame the first ever Women's Royal Rumble had to start with an egomaniac and an annoying ginger.
C'est compétence.
This might be it!
Oh, my. She's absorbing some offense here.
Oh.
She's in there with some stiff competition tonight.
If you're worried about her now, you haven't seen many of her matches. She can withstand so much more punishment than this.
She's definitely slowing down here a bit, but that doesn't mean it's the end of the road for her. Not by a long shot. Look at her go.
And she's trying to flip the script here.
Easier said than done, Michael. I think she's trying to prove a point here.
Nice calf kick, great elevation. Oh my goodness, crushing it. Oh, what a snapmare.
Oh, perfectly executed. Here she goes, back in the ring now.
Looking a little dazed here. That's definitely not looking herself right now, Cole.
And she's back in the ring now.
Yet another counter. It's like they're both somehow one step ahead of each other.
Whoa.
When the bell rings, the last kicker from Dublin, Ireland, Becky Lynch is going full force at her opponent.
For the record, Cole, I don't need to be down with the straight fire to recognize that Becky Lynch is always happy to throw down when a superstar gets in her way.
Corey, it's straight fire! Got to be careful not to take on too much more damage here.
Guys, we're talking about Becky Lynch bringing the fight to an adversary. We are talking about energy, resilience, and the spirit of a woman who will not be denied. That is why Becky is known for bringing that straight fire.
Byron, that almost resembled something actually insightful. I'll give Becky Lynch her props, but she needs to remember, if she's too aggressive, that straight fire can be extinguished.
Okay, keep working on it. I don't believe it. And that table can shorten careers, Michael. I don't know how much longer these superstars can avoid going through a table. You'd have to think one of them will succumb here sooner than later.
She's looking wobbly, guys. And I assure you the hazards outside the ring are very, very real.
This is a bad situation. You gotta believe this one's over. Yeah, I love the effort here, but she'd better hope she can sustain it.
I don't know about you guys, but it looks to me like these superstars are on their last legs here.
What a match this has been, guys, and it's starting to look like these superstars are beginning to feel the effects.
Ooh, she is on fire.
To the outside, where she has all the time in the world to do what she needs to do.
Spaghetti legs starting to kick in here, guys, which means we're likely nearing the end of this tables match.
Boom! She's turning the tables.
They ain't turned yet. Still got some work to do.
Side Russian leg sweep.
Perfect form.
DDT! Lights out.
Going to have a hard time stopping Becky when she's doing this.
Here we go. Becky Lynch setting it up. The shoe might be on the other foot here. Beautiful technique. I really can't believe what's gone down so far. This match has been even more physical than I thought it would be.
Oh, nasty impact.
Oh, stop.
Exploder! That's it. Yes! Unreal performance.
And here's another look at what made that match so special.
Champion.
Here is your winner, Nick.
Alors là, c'est mon deux favori. Je prévois le massacre pour Natalia. Je sais même pas pourquoi je l'ai mis dans cette bataille, Natalia. Je me dis là, Natalia va pas faire mon feu. J'espère juste qu'elle va pas se faire passer pour une bouffonne. Parce que en ce moment, Natalia, c'est pas ça.
This is the type of battle that you can show someone who's new to our brand of entertainment and say, this is what WWE is all about.
Being driven through a table, not my idea of a good time, but sure is going to be fun to watch.
Looks like she wants to beat her inside the ring.
Et puis là, Natalia, elle a voulu affronter Becky Lynch dans un match de soumission. Elle a perdu. Puis finalement, elle est venue en haut.
big elbow.
Madre mía, puta madre.
There are so many different ways for a superstar to put their opponent through the table in a tables match. Some matches start off as wild brawls and a table is brought out from under the ring in the match's opening minutes. In others, superstars are very strategic about when they bring out a table because they know if they're not careful, momentum can be reversed and they could end up being the one who goes through a table.
Oh, so ruthless.
Now that's how you use a table to your advantage.
Byron, you talked about strategy that involves a tables match. I was in WWE when the Dudley Boys came from ECW, and you could say that things changed a bit thanks to Bubba and Devon. Something that's also important to remember in a tables match is that it's not important how or where the table is positioned. All that matters is that you put your opponent through it.
It's a very simple premise, Michael, but superstars have to be careful. They launch an attack that goes awry, their own momentum can put them through the table and cost them the match. That doesn't include feeling the incredible pain from crashing through a solid wood table. One split second can be the difference. It shouldn't be a shock that the Dudley Boys were involved in one of the most intense tables matches we've seen in recent memory. At the 2015 TLC event, the Dudleys called on their Extreme brothers Tommy Dreamer and Rhino to battle the Wyatt family in an 8-man elimination tables match. People were flying everywhere that night. And in classic ECW fashion, so were the trash cans and kendo sticks.
The match at 2015's TLC event with the Dudleys, Tommy Dreamer and Rhino versus the Wyatts was chaos from the second all 8 superstars were in the ring. Braun Strowman was awesome in his destruction of all 4 members of Team Extreme, but the ECW originals kept their focus on making sure each member of the Wyatt family crashed through a table.
The ECW's originals love a brawling clash with the Wyatts strive to destroy anyone who stepped in their path. The Wyatts took the advantage after Rhino and Devon Dudley were eliminated, and they didn't look back. Bubba Ray took on the Wyatts with everything he had, but the sick power of...
Great power. Oh, my Lord.
I do not like Natalya's chances here, guys.
You want to talk about WWE Hall of Famers taking things to the extreme? The first time many fans saw somebody put through a table was in 1984. Randy Macho Man Savage drove Ricky Morton of the Rock and Roll Express through a table with a pile driver at the Mid-South Coliseum.
Corey, I remember seeing photos of that horrible scene in wrestling magazines. The pile driver was utilized when Terry Funk planted Nature Boy Ric Flair on a table at WCW's Wrestle War 89 pay-per-view. And something happened in sports entertainment in the early 90s called Extreme Championship Wrestling. ECW superstars crashed through tables all the time.
And what was going on in Philadelphia caused a craze of wood being turned into wood chips thanks to tables matches. In order to win a tables match, a competitor must be the first person to put their opponent through a table. We've also witnessed brutality evolve and superstars crash through flaming tables. Natalya is sports entertainment royalty, and this is the first third-generation female competitor in WWE history. The Queen of Hearts is also the only female to survive training in the Heart Dungeon.
Back in the ring now. Over Natalya's impressive career, we've seen her be the affable, gracious, and fun-loving Queen of Hearts. And we've seen her to be the merciless Queen of Black Hearts.
Natalya's been on both sides of the fence, so to speak, when it comes to following the rules, but either way, the superstar is known for her no-nonsense attitude and intensity. Boom, running STO plants.
Nicely done. Natalya says, not this time.
From the hallowed ground of the Heart Dungeon in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, Natalya debuted in WWE at odds with the Bella Twins and managed the Hart Dynasty to the WWE Tag Team Championship.
Eludes that one. And she's knocked off her feet.
I think that one caught her by surprise, Michael.
And it's Natalya with the reversal.
Good night.
Good grief.
Natalya began competing in singles action and formed a dominating alliance with Beth Phoenix soon after the Queen of Hearts was part of the debut season of E's Total Divas reality show and added a red carpet correspondent to her resume.
Natalya returned to managing and led Tyson Kidd and Cesaro to WWE Tag Team Gold before reinvigorating her singles career, which included a classic match for the NXT Women's Championship against Charlotte. a driving force of the women's revolution today, Natalya's goal is to dominate the women's division.
It shouldn't be a shock that the Dudley boys were involved in one of the most intense tables matches we've seen in recent memory. At the 2015 TLC event, the Dudleys called on their Extreme brothers Tommy Dreamer and Rhino to battle the Wyatt family in an 8-man elimination tables match. People were flying everywhere that night. And in classic ECW fashion, so were the trash cans and kendo sticks.
The match in 2015's TLC event for the Dudleys, Tommy Dreamer and Rhino versus the Wyatts, was chaos from the second all 8 superstars were in the ring. Braun Strowman was awesome in his destruction of all 4 members of Team Extreme, but the ECW originals kept their focus on making sure each member of the Wyatt family crashed through a table.
The ECW's originals love a brawling clash, with the Wyatts' drive to destroy anyone who stepped in their path. The Wyatts took the advantage after Rhino and Devon Dudley were eliminated, and they didn't look back. Bubba Ray took on the Wyatts with everything he had, but the sick power of the Wyatt family was just too much, as seen when Braun Strowman chokeslammed Bubba Ray through the final table. Through Kofi Kingston's career, the exciting superstar has competed in several types of WWE matchups. It didn't take long for Kofi to get comfortable in the...
Great power.
Oh, man! That looks like it hurts.
Byron, you spoke about Kofi Kingston's tables match against Sheamus at 2011's TLC event. Some people feel that match was one of the turning points for Kingston. That night, Kofi's usual fun-loving nature took a backseat to a more focused and offensively aggressive competitor. Kofi Kingston's focus was leaving TLC the new United States champion.
And that approach paid off, Michael. Kofi seized opportunity when Sheamus made a rare mistake. He drilled the Celtic Warrior with the Trouble in Paradise kick, and that set up Kofi to fly from the top rope and put Sheamus right through the table to earn the United States Championship.
Nia Jax is the most powerful woman in WWE, and we've seen her dominate opponents without breaking a sweat. Guys, how do you prepare for the irresistible force?
Nia Jax is one of the most dominant competitors from a physical perspective, and she has the right mindset. Nobody can compete with the irresistible force. Your best bet is to play the mental game with Nia.
Natalya says, not this time.
Talking some more about strategy against Nia Jax, Corey brought up that an opponent might have an advantage if they can get inside the head of the irresistible force. Do you agree, Byron?
Well, I'm not a fan of trash talking, but Nia has proven to be thin-skinned against the likes of Alexa Bliss and Mickie James. But you do run the risk of angering the most imposing woman on the WWE roster.
You want to talk about WWE Hall of Famers taking things to the extreme? The first time many fans saw somebody put through a table was in 1984. Randy Macho Man Savage drove Ricky Morton of the Rock and Roll Express through a table with a pile driver.
Here we go. I do not like Natalya.
Oh, what a leg drop.
Oh, makes my stomach hurt. This one is over.
Corey, I remember seeing photos.
Great power.
Oh, my Lord. I do not like Natalya's chances here, guys.
Oh, so ruthless.
Now that's how you use a table to your advantage.
Oh, so ruthless.
Now that's how you use a table to your advantage.
Nia Jax, the irresistible force, is in action here. As her name implies, she's a tough competitor to overcome. Any ideas of how an opponent can prepare for Nia?
I'd say it's nearly impossible to take down Nia, but the few times Jax has lost has been due to competition with serious submission skills. We've seen arm bars and sleeper holds make the few dents in Nia's otherwise impressive records.
Going back to the discussion of submission holds succeeding against Nia Jax, Bayley used a sleeper hold to retain the NXT Women's Championship, and Asuka locked in an armbar for 2 whole minutes to beat Nia on Raw. And then there's Ronda Rousey, who skillfully used her variety of submissions against She-Might. Oh, what impact!
I do not like
Nia Jax at a leg drop! Thunderous leg drop!
I do not like Natalya's chances here, guys.
Now, can Nia Jax make the most of this?
She's calling for it. Great power.
Oh, man. That looks like it hurts.
Le gars, elle s'est mangé la table.
A high-risk maneuver in the works from that top turnbuckle. Look at this.
Comment tu fais te relever à chaque fois? Natalia, crève, je sais pas, à un
Nia
moment
Jax
donné.
did not waste any time in becoming a dominant force in NXT. After cryptic vignettes declared that Nia wasn't like most girls, she proved it by laying waste to NXT's best en route to Women's Championship contendership.
I don't believe it.
And that table can shorten careers, Michael.
Parce que les stipulations.
Going back to Nia Jax's NXT days, she really displayed her dominance on her rise to the top, dispatching performers like Liv Morgan and Carmella without much trouble.
I haven't been there for Nia's early days. I can tell you, she was milliseconds away from beating the likes of Bayley and Asuka for the NXT Women's Championship. Nia had takeover battles well in hand with both women, but lost due to rookie miscues.
Personne vient de
Now that she's
Natalia.
got more experience, she's earning main event matches and winning titles.
There are so many different ways for a superstar to put their opponent through the table in a tables match. Some matches start off as wild brawls and a table is brought out from under the ring and the match is over in minutes. In others, superstars are very table in play.
Oh my goodness! This table match and its carnage is over.
Putain. Elle est passée mon 4-5 fois sur la table.
A lot
4-5
of good
fois
action
sur
in
la
that one. Here's
table.
another look.
Il a fallu un putain de contre. Je suis désolé.
I just
mais
love it
elle
when
a
the
un peu
women
comme
put on
des-
a show like that one.
Voilà.
You can see right here
Ça a été
the
comme
moments that made this match
un
a great.
match, mais les deux, ils ont mérité leur place.
She's taking care of business.
She was amazing all
Là, regarde,
match
c'est sur ce
long.
contre.
Flawless technique, relentless attacks,
table, elle a
and she
rebondi.
brought it all night long.
On va pas boire. Mais dommage.
Oh, yeah. I think business is about to pick up.
Jax ne mérite pas. Je vous dis. Tu t'en calmes. Elle est là.
Oh, shows no mercy.
And that poor chair. It
Termine
looks like a
là.
twisted heap.
Look at her go. Whack. Michael, that gives new meaning to have a seat.
Great power. Boom.
Oh, my Lord. Game, set, match. This one is over. Natalia